Well, hello and welcome to MobileMarketingTips.tv. This is another episode. I am your host, Mobile Mike. As you see the image, Mobile Mike is my character, but this is Mike D, co-creator of Mobile Marketing CMS, the tool that you can build mobile websites and also generate unlimited QR codes and landing pages with ease, with no tech skills. So that's who always brings you. That's the program that brings you these shows. So anyway, we're going to talk mobile marketing, and we're going to talk text message marketing today. So let's get to it. We're going to go through the basics of text message marketing. Number one, here we go. We got long codes and we got short codes. Most of the time what you're going to see is short codes, but just so you're aware, you could actually do text message marketing from what's called a long code, or a 7-digit or 10-digit number. But most codes you see are going to be right around the 5 or 6 mark. So those short numbers that are usually easy to remember, that are around 5 digits, that is a short code, and that's mainly what you're going to see. Now, most of you listening to this are probably smaller business owners, and for the most part, you're going to use something called a shared short code, and which leads me totally segues to my next point, which is something called keywords. Okay, so you have your shared short code, and then what you get is a keyword, or maybe a multitude of keywords on this short code. And a lot of times you're going to pay a provider, a platform, who's that person, that company, if you will, is going to be the entity that's going to enable the software, enable the broadcast to go out, which I'll get to in a second. So you're going to have a shared short code, which is used by other businesses, and you're going to have keywords. And the cool thing is you can have a bunch of keywords, and then you can segment lists based on keywords. You can have some keywords for your customers, your clients, some keywords just for your prospects. So that's one cool thing you can do, is you can have multiple keywords on a short code that build different lists for you. All right. So then you have two kinds of text messaging you can use. You can do broadcast, where as you're building your list, what you can do is then go in once a week, and we'll talk about that in a second, and you can pull up your list and you can say, all right, we're going to broadcast out this special, we're going to broadcast out this message via text, similar to email marketing, right? And then the other thing you have is something called auto reply. You can go as simple as just having an auto reply program in place, which goes right to our next point of getting permission. But anyway, an auto reply program is basically you don't have the ability to send broadcasts, but yet you do your text message marketing just in what we call this auto reply format, and I'll give you an example in a second, which totally ties into this point of getting permission. Now, there's two ways to get permission to do text message marketing for somebody. What I'm saying is there's two ways to get permission from somebody in order for you to be able to do your text message marketing to them. You can't just get a bunch of phone numbers, and cell phone numbers and shove them into a software program and start blasting out text message. You'll get shut down in a matter of seconds. All right, so you don't want to do that. It's bad marketing anyway. So two ways to get permission. Either you're going to have somebody text in to get something. So they're going to text your keyword to a short code, and in exchange, they're going to get an instant coupon or a discount or membership or whatever the case may be. In my case, I offer downloads of PDFs when I speak, okay, to the audience. So it's just an example. You have someone text in to get permission. Or what you do is there's something called web to text, where you have a web form online on your website where you're making an offer, and that form, if it's hooked up to the correct text message marketing program, can then dump that phone number into your text message software. So that's web to text. But again, you've got to make people aware that you're collecting their cell phone number, because you are going to text message them. So you can do that. So either you have them text in, and they get a reply saying yes, or you do web to text, and then they get added to a list, and they're still going to have to agree to it anyway. So anyway, just go back to the auto reply. If I say go ahead and text this keyword to my short code, like you can text, if you text gift from Mike to 90210, you'll get an auto reply that gives you a link to download a PDF report about mobile marketing. That's an example. But I don't do a lot of text message broadcasts. It's not part of my business. But I use text messaging for auto replies, and you can go through it if you want to see that. Anyway, so the best practices are, if you are doing broadcasts, you've gotten the permission, maybe you do once a week max. Maybe you do, every couple of weeks, but you've got to find your sweet spot. Text message marketing is going to cost you money every time you send it. All right, and you know it's a little more private and intrusive than say email marketing, because it's still people don't get a lot of text, which is, well, people do get a lot of text, but they don't get a lot of as much commercial text messages as they do email messages. All right, and you know what? It may stay that way because again, there's what's called a barrier to entry. You know, you can't just go and broadcast messages out. That's a good thing because it keeps the spammers out. So find your sweet spot, and then the last best practice you want to do is if you are including links to websites, make sure those links are links to mobile websites. It's a shame. You know, I even got a text message from a really big marketing company, and unfortunately the link they sent out in their text message didn't go to a mobile web page, and that's a shame. If you're sending somebody a message on their smartphone, it only makes sense that you send them a link to a mobile page. And that's the cool thing as we end about mobile marketing CMS is you can generate specific links and specific landing pages to go with your different campaigns. So if you're using our program and you're using text message marketing, you can create the web page link on our program and then you can paste it into your text messaging platform. So there you have it, the basics of text message marketing. I hope you'll take some action and at the very least get started on an auto reply program where you give people mobile links in response. Contact me if you have any questions. I'd be happy to help you. And also visit mobilemarketingcms.com to learn how to easily build mobile websites and whip out landing pages and QR codes with no tech skills. Talk to you soon.